Alright, so the embargo is up, and I can show you the game. Spoilers for the game, I'm on chapter, like, 4. Which, there's a lot of chapters. I'm only about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes in. I wouldn't worry too much about it because I'm still real early on. So if you want to play this game, and you're concerned about the story, maybe don't watch. But at the same time, it's so early in the game, and from what I understand, it's like a almost 20-hour long game. I love the SteamWorld games. Heist, I completed. Dig 1 and 2. Dig 2 in particular, SteamWorld Dig 2 is one of the best Switch games in the indie department. So when I found out they were doing an RPG, I was like, maybe. When I found out they were doing a card-based RPG, I was like, ooh. But then I saw that it was kind of like Slay the Spire, and I said, But yeah, 2 hours and 11 minutes in. But that's not all. A lot of that's idle time. I remember while I was playing this game, I was idling. So.
Chapter 4.
But consider this a preview.
Of an evil army.
You know, I'll do a chapter, and you can see what the thing is like. And I think it's pretty cool. It's not the best game I've ever played. It's not SteamWorld Dig 2, but it is very unique for what it is. I like it. So it's a fantasy RPG with robots, and you know, you go around a semi-linear map, and you interact with things and people and stuff. Here's the shop. You can craft cards, so I'll show you the whole system soon enough. Probably don't want to get anything right now. Grants all allies a random helpful effect and all foes a random harmful effect. That's expensive. One thing I don't like about this game is how expensive some of these damn cards are. But, well, let me show you the battle system. So like Paper Mario, when you hit them, you get, you do little damage to them. And how the game works is, which I like, because you know Slay the Spire ended up being one of my favorite games for some unknown reason. You get to play 3 cards a turn. And the basic cards give you steam power, which can only be spent when you have it. So I'm going to use Bravado, which this heals, raises strength. Right, so we'll do that, and then we'll do a heroic strike, and then I get enough energy. You know what I could do? Double bravado and a heroic strike. That means it's a chain. So those are 3 cards from 1 character, and that is introduced a little bit later in the game. But whatever weapon you have depends, is the move that you use when you do a combo. Someone said I'd rather just play Slay the Spire. Yeah, sure. I mean, this isn't... I don't think this is going to win everyone over by any means, but this is also a linear RPG with a different style. So... I'm going to try to get... So you can discard 2 cards per turn. Here's a Shout. Shout, lowers all foe strength by 1 grade for 3 turns. So we'll do that. And then, I'll use... Focus. Right? And then I'm going to use Wrecking Ball, which deals that much damage and lowers the physical defense for 3 turns, but it costs 3 steam. You see on the top, I have 3 steam and 1's on the way. So that's how that works. So their defense is lower, and that does 57 damage. That's pretty good, but now they're more immune to damage. Yeah, they're punch cards. Okay, so, I'm gonna discard... I have a 4. That's pretty good. Cleave is actually really good. I'm gonna go for just some basic attacks, though. and save up for the 4 card. So now every character gets a chance to attack, and it'll build energy. Energy! Okay, one... Oh, really? 1 health? Really? There's a fast forward button. You can fast forward through everything in this game. There's some combos that exist where if I were to use a red card and then this Gigaton Punch, it deals 100% extra damage. So there's a lot of strategy here. I'm gonna use Creeping Cold, which deals this much frost damage and an equal amount to another random foe. So I'm just gonna kill this dude with that, and then I'm gonna do... I guess we'll do a punch. I'm gonna discard. I'm gonna get a... You know what? Flame Wave. That's perfect. Everybody gets damage from Flame Wave. And that's a healing move. I don't need any healing right now, so I'm just gonna use Creeping Cold, I guess. Try to continue saving up for that big card. But yeah, I mean, Image and Form has done a million different genres by now. They've done tower defense, well, 4. Tower defense was their first game, Metroidvania was their second, then they did a fucking turn-based, side-scrolling, shoot-'em, XCOM type game. Now they're doing card-based RPG, and it's kind of cool the way they do this stuff, and I was worried about this game, but I'm kind of digging it. I don't know if I'll ever finish it, but so far I'm into it. Just fast forward through all that. Taking lots of damage. Who heals? I think the frog heals. I try to get another green card. Green card. Alright, so I'm gonna use triple frog, which gets me guardian. So extra defense, some healing, a big punch, and guardian, which means some healing and everybody gets a little extra defense. So we'll focus, and then we'll do that, and then we have a fire pillar. Here's another chain, so now this is her combo. Our mage. Never mind, you won't see it, but it's a barrier for all 3. So you get materials to build cards, you get gold, you get experience. Yes, Trashium. Someone says it kind of reminds me of a mobile game. Yeah, the mobile game thing, people like to put that on games. If it looks like a mobile game to you, then, I mean, it looks like a mobile game. It is mobile, it's on the Switch. I think, no, this is like a 20-hour game. This is more Slay the Spire than mobile, but... What's this? I mean, honestly, looks a lot like F-Go? What's F-Go? Fate Grand Order? Okay, I don't know what that is. Well, this isn't a gacha game. Like, this is a video game with a story. That's the other thing, too. I haven't really gotten, like, heavy into the story, but that's what I'm assuming separates this game. I don't know. I just don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. FGO has the most story. Oh, okay. Someone said, wow, we had 90% of the chat trashing FE, but apparently everyone knows what FGO is. Huh. Vinny, just wanted to wish you the best and hope you stay healthy. Tons of people are getting season change flu, so make sure you take your vitamins. You know, weirdly enough, there's a dude that emailed me and was like, hey Vin, I work for vitamins, and I want to send you some vitamins. And I said, okay, you know, maybe, let me look into it a little bit. And, well, they're not drugs. I I got them in my P.O. box. I'm not dying from them. That's a different, unrelated cough. But yeah, it's I got like a probiotic and a one a day and an immune system boost for conventions, and they seem pretty good. And the dude seems like a pretty nice guy. So thank you for that. He was like, I like your streams, and now I want to make sure that you stay healthy. It's like, that's really considerate of you. Thank you. And now I'm dying! Ah! Vitamin Co. That's right, I'm advertising for vitamin. I don't have the name of the vitamin, but the kazoo is probably going to give me diarrhea. I just, you know, I was taking a one-a-day vitamin anyway, but I didn't really know if it was any good. It was just random vitamin shop, Trek, and, I'm sure it was fine, but, you know, the dude that sent me these vitamins is like, no, these are good. Super Soaker deals 150% mag as frost damage to one foe and lowers their frost and storm defenses by 1 grade for each turn. Okay, so that's good in conjunction with something else. Someone said placebo. Vinny, that sounds super sketchy. This guy could be killing you. Thrilling resident sleeper, looks mobile. Aren't you just a bundle of fun? Well, don't you just have the best chat messages? We should hang out at a convention. I mean, I did look up the vitamins. I wasn't gonna take vitamins that were, you know, just like unnamed. You know what I mean? Like just some random ass fucking vitamins, like in an unmarked bottle. They were sealed, and I looked up the brand, and you know, they're fine. What kind of update did Yoshi just get? Oh, you have to. Here's how you make a deck. Each character has a deck of 8 cards. And, so, you know, you get to choose. So I have 2 Steam Punch. Again, that's to build. The ones that don't cost anything, build. So I have 1 4 cost. I have 2 Mend. Now I have Super Soaker and Wrecking Ball. So, you know, if you want, you can, if you have the amount of cards, you can just build a crazy deck. I could make 3 Wrecking Ball. 4 Wrecking Ball, if I really wanted to. But I feel like that's not a great idea. I have some moves I'm not even using at the moment, but... And then you have equipment. So that's the sword. That's the card associated with the sword. Accessories. So the steel bracer is extra 20 health. Here's a barrier. A badge for general stuff, luck. You know, so you do get items like an RPG. This isn't gonna be a game for everyone. Like I said, I'm not here to promote it. I don't really care. If it looks like a mobile game to you, that's fine. I didn't make it. I just happen to enjoy the SteamWorld series and Slay the Spire. And what do you know? But hopefully this helps you decide whether or not you want to buy the game. And this is only going to be a one-time stream anyway. You know, like, I'm only going to stream it this one time, and then if I like it, I'll play it more on my own. Which I always say, but here I am, I'm like, oh, man, Wargroove, that would be a nice game to continue playing. Haven't played it. Let me get rid of this Gigaton. Maybe there's an ice... No, Fire Pillar. I need an ice move. This weird bug thing is weak to ice now, so that would have been cool. I can get a combo. Let's get a combo. Or chain, rather. What are the dots on the cards? They're punch cards. That's I don't know. Maybe it's binary? I don't know. I think it's just for show, but there might be something there. I don't know. Someone said, I think the biggest decisive factor in this not being a mobile game is that it's not trying to steal my money. Yeah, it's a shame that that's the current state of mobile games. There's a good video about Nintendo. Arlo made a video about did Nintendo fuck over Wii U owners by porting games over to the Switch. And they were like, well, Nintendo could have made a lot of money just by going mobile. And Mario Run was like, you know, it could have been loaded with, like, fucking gacha. It could have been loaded with microtransactions. Mobile games don't have to be what they are. They you know what I mean? Like, they don't have to steal your money. They, you know, Fire Emblem is gacha. But I think, wasn't there something with Dragalia where they were like, hey, can you stop that? Can you make it less? Oh, by the way, Dark Souls, if you fully heal, the enemies respawn. Heroes got worse and worse. Vinny, Nintendo already has a shit ton of money. This is uncomparable. Yes, but Activision and EA will push the limits of the market to make as much money as they can. They don't seem to have any limits. What? Yeah. Execute. Deals increased physical damage if the foe is below 30% health. Intercept. Deals physical damage to one foe and may make them flinch. Why is the flinch the squirt emoji? Raises all allies' strength by 1 grade. I don't get that one. When did I get this card? Raises armorly strength based on it. 1 grade for 3 turns, 2 grades if she's below 50%, and 3 if she's below 25%. What the fuck? I don't think I like that card very much. Do I like Brave Buster, though? Yeah, I'll throw that in there. If a character's knocked out, can you still use their cards? What happens if you draw them? You can't use their cards if they're knocked out. just gonna read this to myself. King Algrion holds the planet together from its core. I hold our society together from this barrel. Huh. Just imagine wanting to make a normal game and your company publisher forces gacha or micro shit. That must hurt bad. Well, that's the current controversy with Mortal Kombat, which I don't know if that came from Ed Boon or wherever the fuck that came from, but it's, you know, people aren't happy and they're releasing like not even a day 1 patch, hour 5 patch. Ed Boon's like, oh no, we got this. We'll take care of it. We're gonna fix it. The patch should be a matter of hours. Because the prices are really crazy and, you know, people are pissed and it's become a talking point and I guess now they're afraid it's going to hurt sales. But as I said before, it's possible they were just seeing how far they could pull it. How far could they make this happen? Probably weighing public opinion. Well, I'm glad that they decided to say, you know, no. I mean, if public pressure can get certain things done, it's a good thing that, like, people are kind of being a little bit more vocal about this. Look what happened with Battlefield, or rather, Battlefront. You know, they did change it after, you know, they wouldn't have, but they did. They got a lot of negative PR. They didn't sell very well. Someone said, you remember when Red Dead fixed their absurd prices? They did, but the problem with Red Dead... Oh, shit. Those are some nice, cheap fucking enemies you got there. Dude, what the fuck? So, yeah, no, the Red Dead thing is weird, because what, it's been like almost 6 months now since Red Dead came out. Have there been... I haven't followed Red Dead Online. Have there been updates? It's still in beta. A little. They're still doing like heavy GTA Online updates, but they're not really supporting Red Dead at the moment, are they? Oh, here's something. Lowers their fire defense. That would have been useful a couple minutes ago. Storm damage. Draw 1 additional card next turn. Hidden treasure chests. Ward gear. Okay. Vinny, are you going to stream MK11? I might be getting a key for it, in which case I will check it out. Greatly raises water, storm, and arcane defense when hero is brought below 30% health once per battle. I do want to check out Mortal Kombat. I talked about it before. It's one of those games that I'm like, yeah, I could get some enjoyment out of this. I wasn't like losing my shit over it, but I definitely had some interest in it. So, electrolyze. Get rid of a Searing Lash and replace it with an Electrolyze. Searing Lash does more damage with fire, but this does an extra card. What are your thoughts about EA and PlayStation pulling out of E3 this year? I don't really have a lot of thoughts in my brain that are worthwhile. So there's not much that I can say. I'm not really worried about EA pulling out. Sony pulling out is because they're working on PlayStation 5. They have nothing to show. It's just going to be a repeat. Last year they had 4 games, and they made a big show of it and had a dude play a flute. But I believe Square Enix took Sony's time. Is that correct? So I wonder what they have to show. Final Fantasy VII Remake? Vinny, do you think we'll see Final Fantasy VII Remake this year? I do. I think we'll see it, finally. I would love to be cynical about it. I would love to say, oh, no, absolutely not. I think this is the last year they can't get away with hiding this game any longer. Their shareholders are gonna fucking shit their pants. I don't think we're gonna see much more than a trailer. Gameplay would be nice. I mean, we already saw gameplay. I don't think it'll be playable on the show floor, but I do think we'll get a trailer. Gonna cleave the shit. Please don't explode. Bugs, please don't explode. That's all I'm asking. Vinny, they scrapped the entire game and restarted from scratch. It's never coming out. If they started from scratch, then that means that they have something to show. Oh my god. I can only play one card this turn. But yeah, we don't know for sure that they scrapped it. Vinny, would you like to see Chrono Trigger remake, like Dragon Quest style? No. Chrono Trigger Resurrection looked amazing for what it was. It was a fan project that got shit-canned by Square, and it looked really good. It was just scenes from Chrono Trigger in 3D, and I really liked the way that looked, but I don't know if a whole game... I mean, you'd have to really do it justice. I don't know if it could be done. I hold that game too sacred, that's the problem. Where maybe it could be done, but I love it too much. I wouldn't mind something like, maybe not for Chrono Trigger, but for other older RPGs, like an Octopath Traveler style. Like, keep the sprites, keep the artwork, but just give it some dimension, maybe? I don't think it would work for Chrono Trigger, but maybe it would work for some other games, which I will not name or mention. Vinny, are you going to pick up Dragon Quest Builders 2? I am. Vinny, this guy on YouTube with a wall of Funko Pops and a Trilby told me Final Fantasy VII Remake was never coming out. I would trust that guy. No, don't split up. What is this? Why are you like a fucking man leopard robot? Or is it a fox? It's not. It looks like a Shiba fox. What is this? Thought it was a fucking leopard. Sekiro never ended. It's just it's another samurai, or rather, it's a shinobi. Every game these days, like, it's like zombies of 10 years ago now. Everything's a ninja. You're in the book, the hero's handbook. Again, I'm not gonna read the story out loud because I'm already 3 chapters in. I'm just reading it to myself. I just wanted to play the game, show it on stream a little bit. It's fine. Yes, you read Gilgamech. That's the subtitle. The subtitle of this game is Hand of Gilgamech. Okay, there's a keychain. Vinny gets lazier every day. Okay, so now we have to free Star Fox Shinobi. Always destroy. You never know when there's gold. I keep trying to think of a Brienne of Tarth joke for this character, but I can't figure one out, like a robot pun. Vinny, how original is the gameplay in this game? Not very. But it has a couple twists. It has a couple of things that it does. Then again, I haven't played a ton of card games. I've only really played Slay the Spire. So I can't say for sure what this is like other than Slay the Spire. Podiatrist. So a moth walks into a podiatrist's office, says, Doc, I'm having a real tough time. This appears to be the way to go. Doc, come on, man. My son, Gregor Litvinovich, disowned me, Doc. Vinny, finish the goddamn joke. I can't do the moth joke. Only Norm can do the fucking moth joke. I can't do it. I've already ruined it, I guess. This is the dead end. So a moth walks into a podiatrist's... Podiatrist's office. Says, Doc, I'm in trouble. My name is... Vladimir Ilitvinovich. My world is bleak. The days are growing darker. I'm having trouble just existing on this planet, Doc. Says, Doc, my wife, she left me. She was the apple of my eye, the jewel of my sea. Doc, she ran away from me. I wasn't a good husband, Doc. I didn't fulfill my vows properly. Natasha Ilivinovich, she was such a wonderful person, and now she's gone, Doc. My kids disown me, Doc. They don't love me anymore. Gregor. Flint. Stone. Trying to read the story and tell the stupid joke. That was nice dungeon crawling with you guys. See you back at the village. Nice try, homebody. Now let's refocus from brawn to brains. Okay. We'll find a way. My other son, Malako Malastafio Stilividovich, he left me too. Doc, I've failed as a father. And every time I go to bed, I close my eyes, I see the creeping doom that is my life coming to a sad, slow end. No one cares for me anymore, Doc. I have rickets. Doc, they prevent me from moving around. I don't have anything left in this world. My wife, my children, they all left. And the malaise, the creeping malaise of darkness and depression and sadness is just getting worse and worse. Doc, I don't know what to do. So the doctor says, holy shit. It's a lot. Sorry to hear that, Mr. Moth, but this is a podiatrist's office, not a psychiatrist. What are you doing here? So the moth says, well, the light was on. So yeah, it's called Gilgamech. That's the name of the game, Gilgamech. Let's refocus while quiet. I told you I'm not gonna do the joke justice. It's not even really a joke, it's anti-humor. Go type Norm Macdonald moth joke and enjoy the well, now you won't enjoy it. I fucking ruined it for you. Vinny, how do you ban someone from their own stream? Huh. How does one do that? Where you go, Doc? How do you ban someone, Doc, from their own stream? Vinny, I think you butchering it made it better. Well, the butchering is kind of what Norm does, too. Someone said here, that the botched delivery... Well, no, someone said Norm jokes are almost all terrible jokes told expertly. Yeah, more or less. I mean, he fucks up the delivery on purpose, but it's not even... He's not even really fucking it up, he's just adding bizarre details. Like, you know, I'm not gonna... I guess I'm explaining the joke now, which is probably the worst thing you could ever do, but anyway. Yeah, my favorite part of it is that he can't keep the name of the dude straight. Like, he just... The last name that he creates is just different every single time. It's really... It's beautiful. It's magnifique. Magnifique. Someone said, thanks for explaining it, smiley face. Haha, very cool. Yep. Vinny, it's the vitamins. This motherfucker went to the manufacturing plant specifically for my vitamins and put coughing poison in them.
Navigating this door now. Can you open the door for me? Are you in there? I know you ain't there. I can smell you. You've got the smell of an angel. The smell of an angel that's gonna let in the house. John, you ain't been acting like yourself lately. John, I know you're worried about Odeon. I've been looking for him, John. I'm gonna make it all better. John, you gotta stop sending the cops after me. I'm trying, John, but it's so hard with the cops chasing me all the time. Can you stop that, please? You're killing me. Oh. John, what is this tender, moist treat you never forget? Oh my goodness, a piping hot, fresh pigeon. Oh John, you shouldn't have. John, you're the best friend a cat could ask for. John, I'm gonna squeeze my way into that house one way or another, okay? I'm gonna find my way in there, John. Don't worry. I'm gonna go find a way. I'm gonna go find a way.
I knew you was in, and why you gotta hide from me? Us best pals gotta stick together, am I right? John, did I ever tell you, I like the shape of your face. I like the way your skin wrinkles when you're worried. I like the depth of your eye sockets. It's just pleasant to look at, John. John, you deserve a special treat. I'm gonna make you some lasagna. I'll be right back, John.
So he says the light was on. That's Lumpy Touch, by the way, who made... Ah! It burns! This is air, Luigi! I'm your brother! That guy. Put me back! I'm not done! I love the idea that Mario has to bake a little bit longer in the cocoon.
How's have you been doing lately? I feel like you've been a bit blue. What happened to that smile of yours? What happened to that smile? It feels like you got the weight of the world on your back. Life's got you down. I can see that, but I want you to know, I believe in you. Through the good times and the bad. You've been there for me. And now, I'm gonna be there for you when you need me most. There's just so much about you that you can be proud of. You're incredibly smart. You're incredibly smart. You've got beautiful skin. Beautiful skin. Yous also has a great personality.
Yo, dudes. I feel a lot better about myself now, thanks, Garfield. Sorry, Gorefield. Is Garfield a New Yorker? Yeah, he is. Yeah, Garfield treats us with respect. Use is smart. Anyway, a good first move is to build defense for everybody. So, yeah, if I can do a green chain right at the beginning, that's what I do. So we could do a little horn, we could doot, and then we can do a shout, and then fiery bash. It's another combo, or chain rather. It's been a bad stream tonight, hasn't it, lads? I'm here for you, don't worry, I got you. We had ants. At least we had ants. At least I smoked. No, that was me. No. That was me referencing a previous bit. The Atlantic City lady bit. Combos here. Oh wait, yeah, we got another combo. Fuck yeah. fucking throwing defense on everybody. The game seems to ramp up its difficulty pretty evenly throughout. So far, I mean, I don't know, again. It's only chapter 4. And you can avoid a lot of fights too. Like I'm doing the fights, but I can probably end up avoiding them. Oh shit, what am I gonna do here? Kieran Callanan, you know, Toddler Man? Up the toddler! That guy, he's got a song called Bravado, so whenever I read the card that says Bravado, I think of him. That's also the Screaming Cowboy, is from Kieran J. Callanan's song. Lois! I'm the toddler, Lois! Oh god! Yeah, he is pretty popular. It's weird to see people like he had a captivating stage presence. The dude clearly knows how to work an audience. As weird as his shit is, it worked somehow. And even though nobody was there for him, they were all there for Pond. He had the audience eating out of the pond of his hand. Sorry, out of the palm of his. The light was on. But he was excellent, and his songs were really weird and memorable. Not, I wouldn't say excellent, because some of it was kind of fucking, like the songs were just him having a laugh. But in a good way, I think. It's hard to know. It's hard to know what that guy was doing. He did employ a cowboy to scream. And then there was the toddler, but he did that shirtless for some reason. Also, Tame Impala's touring, and they're doing Madison Square Garden. Which, it still blows my mind how big they got. Because I saw them at Terminal 5, which is a small little venue. They opened for the Flaming Lips. Or, no, the Flaming Lips might have opened for them, I'm not sure. But it was still small. I mean, it's not a big venue. And then, that was for Lonerism. Then their next album, Currents, they did Radio City Music Hall, which is a little bit bigger. Hi, Limes. Thank you for the raid. I wasn't even looking at chat, and then I just saw a bunch of seals. Happy birthday, by the way. Anyway, so yeah, the whole thing with like Currents was a huge album for them, and then they just went mental. People, I guess Rihanna covered one of the songs, and they got really popular. And now they're doing Madison Square Garden after Radio City. So every time they've come around for a new album, it's been in a bigger and bigger venue. It's crazy. That whole, like, sellout thing, though, from, like, back in the punk rock days. Like, I just don't buy it. Like, if a band ends up getting successful, good for them. They worked for it. And the music is still good. Some bands, obviously, go for a more commercial approach, and I think he did, for sure. But later, Limes, good night. I definitely feel like he still has it. My other feeling about it is, is anyone going to turn down a big fat stack of cash if you had the opportunity to, play Madison Square Garden? Well, I mean, it would be, I don't know if I would do it because I'd be nervous as fuck, but big fat stack of cash. Someone offers you $150,000 right now, guilt-free, tax-free. But a couple people on the internet may call you a sellout. Do you take the money? Someone just said they've called me worse. Vinny, then it's not guilt-free. No, I mean like, well, okay, well you didn't kill someone for the money is what I mean. Vinny, you could help others with that money. Yeah, there you go. You could do whatever you wanted. You could, like, do charity work with the money. You don't have to just, like, hoard it. You could eat your own pant. Whatever you want to do. Choice is yours, mate. Can we kill and get that money? If you want. But again, some mean people on the internet might call you a sellout. That's why, like, even the punk rock aesthetic, you have bands that got pretty big in punk that were singing about, like, not getting big. Vinny, what's the money threshold for selling out? All right, more than 5 times you sell out. Less than 99 times you sell out. More than 99 times you die. Less than 5 times you're all right. You can think of it as having a job. You're working for money. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're, you know, if you're like a famous musician and you get a chance to, like, get your music a broader appeal and you make a fuckload of money, but you work hard at it, I mean, there's no guarantee you'll be successful. You can make the most commercial Chainsmokers-esque song ever. And you may absolutely never see a dime. You may never find any kind of success. So it's not a guarantee regardless. Try to build up some Steam power. Vinny, please tell us what that's a reference to. Someone said selling out isn't just getting rich, it's compromising your integrity for your own gain. That's true. That the concept, though, you have to figure out what that means for you because it's thrown around very loosely. Vinny, have you ever done anything that people accused you of selling out for? One time on a video years ago, like a crusty Dolan video I made, I wrote the word subscribe, and it was like a crusty, like Mickey Mouse, what was it? It was like Goofy, and it was all crusty and shriveled, and it said subscribe. And I remember a couple people were upset that the word subscribe was on my video. Even though it was more of a goof. Yeah. Vinny, I'm upset just hearing about this. Apologize. Vinny, that's cool and all, says Desert. But do you shave? Because I really gotta tell you about this club called Dollar Shave Club. Call now with code word SCROAT and get $2 off your next pair of razors. I think when you look at a guy like Bill Burr, you think... See, integrity is definitely subjective. Because I look at a guy like Bill Burr and I say, this guy has integrity. He says what the fuck he has to say. He doesn't, you know, shy away from stuff. And he's funny, and he does his podcast, but he does ad reads on his podcast. I think it's, if you start doing ad reads, and if you, like, your whole gig is, say you go 5 years, and you do a podcast like Bill Burr's, and you don't do any ads whatsoever, and then you start reading ads, people are gonna be pissed. But he's been reading ads from the beginning, and he, you know, fucks with the ads a little bit. What the fuck am I selling? 866 fruit! You know, so... But yeah, this one time I streamed a game called SteamWorld Quest. And there was a lad in chat who was like, Vinny, are you trying to sell this game to me? Vinny, where does your money come from if you don't sell out? That's a good question. It's bondage gear. If you go to vinecock.cock and you enter code word subs. Someone said subs. That's right. Subs use bondage too. So there's subs and doms. And that's how I get my money. And they all go to vinecock.cock. Boy, I should have looked into getting weapons. Thunderwave. Okay, so I have some defensive abilities here right now, but... Deals 25 strength as physical damage to one foe and inflicts bleed for 3 turns. I think I want that. Hydro Gloves. Frost damage to one foe deals 200% mag frost damage instead if the foe is vulnerable. I like Barrier Field, but this does increase strength and magic, so I'll just roll with it. I don't want to sell my old stuff because they have cards on them for chains that are actually really good. So they could be situationally useful. Hero's Handbook has a chart. Didn't you give out Vinesauce brand condoms? No, I didn't give them out. Gear made them as a jape. He sent them to me. I just took a picture of it. I didn't give them out. I definitely did not want people having Vinesauce brand condoms, and on the 0% chance that any that I gave them to had sex and someone got pregnant, they'd be like, Vinny, your condom broke, man! Oh! Oh, shit. Oh man, they're fucking massive. Okay. Well, I have new weapons now, so fuck you. Vinny, your condom gave me diarrhea. I still can't believe that a kazoo gave someone diarrhea. I just don't believe it. I don't actually think that that's real. I'm sorry. So this is a combo. This isn't a chain, this is a combo that I'm about to do. Which means that the two characters help each other do more damage. I need some HP real soon on Armally, the middle one. There it is, mend. Oh, that, I can't affect that person. Alright, I'll go for puppy. I'll make them weak to ice and then use ice. So squirt, a little squirt, and then some cold. Vinny secretly thanks his mods for their subs. I do. I listen, every sub is appreciated. Someone said, how do you make money? And, I mean, it's just people's generosity. And ads and stuff. I always say you could turn ad block on. Like people, you know, people buy some merch every now and then. People buy a record. Redbox is not really profitable. It's more of a hobby, and I'm fine with that. I prefer it that way, actually. But the other thing is too, like, you know, on YouTube videos, there's ads once every like 30 to 45 minutes or so. And if you leave them on, it helps me out. You could put on ad block. I don't care. That's fine. I would never ask a dime from anyone, and just if people are generous enough to buy a couple of shitty emotes in a chat room, great. If you want to buy a pair of socks, great. But that's, you know, it can be done. But I realize I am a very lucky streamer in that sense, where I can do these things. Very, very lucky. Except I'm not getting very lucky right now in this game. Very much not. Boy, those old weapons had some good defensive abilities on them. Oh! Needed some repairs. Taking damage after playing a card. That fucking bleed ability. That's what's getting me. See, I was talking about bullshit and I wasn't paying attention. Who has bleed? Everyone has bleed, except red. Now you're bleeding. She might die. I have no way of defending against that. That's mental. Damn it. I didn't see that they were, Yep. Well, this fight's gonna end very poorly. Death is not permanent, but I don't... Like, I could win this fight maybe if I bring back one of them. I don't know if it's worth it. They weren't random mischances. The character was invisible. Like, I didn't pay attention to their status. I think I'm just gonna take the death. I'm not gonna waste a repair kit when I clearly wasn't paying proper attention and was letting my characters just die. What I need to do though is... I need this one. That's a good defensive ability that I could use. Grind an extra level? Was I close to an extra level? Halfway? No. Alright, we can do this. Just gonna apply as many barriers as possible. Barriots. There we go. Yeah, I think having the fucking safety abilities is very important. This is good. And he won't take damage from this. He's not bleeding. So we can just go fucking crazy. Big punch. And now another move. Still bleeding. Only green is not affected. Screw it. I'm just gonna not... I'm not gonna attack while my characters are bleeding. Go. Big attack. Big turn. Bad turn. But he's bleeding at least. Fucking hell. God, those bleeds.
One punch. Lay down.
Eat. God. Just gonna take some damage for that. That was a good crit. Oh! We need some barriers again. Here we go, barriers. And the barriers are up. Excellent. This is already going way better than last time. Okay. Shields, attack, mend, and water jet. The white PP. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, the music is pretty cool here, too. There we go. There's another triple, plus a heal, too. Punch, super soak, mend, water jet, dead. Alright, one's dead. Now it's just, baby. What's the character's name? Puppy. Okay, Puppy is just gonna keep reviving, or getting health back. Which is a bit of a problem. But a little bleeding should help. As long as my characters aren't bleeding, this is a lot better than it was. Go. This might take a little while. Oh my god, those heals though, stop. Fucking stop with the healing. Christ. I don't know what to do now. I don't have... This is just gonna take forever. This could have been balanced better. Yeah, I can make it weak to magic. And then use that. Yeah, that's helpful. Weak to ice, then use ice. Critical plus weak, very good. Okay, now it's happening slowly. Come on, fucking die. But yeah, the vitriol that people have for card games is really astounding. I mean, it's almost on par with how much people hate Fire Emblem. I wonder what started that. Like, why is that like that? Is it because of the Warcraft card game? Hearthstone? Wait, people hate Fire Emblem? Oh, my sweet summer child. Yes, yes, they do. Very much so. The fan base is split and really toxic towards each other. But no, I don't know if it's all... I mean, I think we talked about this during a Slay the Spire stream at one point, and... You know, Artifact was viewed as a joke. Even though it kind of was. Like, fucking no one is playing Artifact. Are they rebranding that? Or what is Valve doing anything with that? Someone said, I love Slay the Spire, but it can be admittedly boring, and the viewer can't make the decisions for the streamer, so it can get frustrating if you have a different strategic approach. True, but that's kind of like... I think that's the same for so many games, though. If a streamer isn't streaming the game the way you want them to. And God knows I've heard about that for years. So that's nothing new. I guess Slay the Spire, it's also cards. It's not the most action-oriented game. I mean, I'm hacking away at this dude for the past 5 minutes, and I'm barely doing any damage because of the healing. Which, it's not the fact that it's a card game, it's just... I don't think this is a good boss fight. The first half of it was awesome, and now this is just, like, a war of attrition. But, Valve is working on Artifact. Hang on, that link got nuked. When we launched Artifact, we expected it would be the beginning of a long journey. It would lay the foundation for years to come. Obviously, things didn't turn out how we hoped. Artifact represents the largest discrepancy between our expectations for how one of our games would be received and the actual outcome. But we don't think that players misunderstand our game or that they're playing it wrong. Artifact now represents an opportunity for us to improve our craft and to use that knowledge to build better games. I think it's also seen as lazy. Making a card game is seen as lazy. Moving forward will be heads down, focusing on addressing these larger issues instead of shipping updates. So they're gonna retool the whole fucking game, I guess. I know this motherfucker is resistant to physical, but I don't have a lot of magic. Please. Just hacking away. Maybe he's out of healing items. If he didn't have healing, this fight would have been fine. Oh, more food. It's just an overpowered healing. Maybe they'll balance the game. Maybe they'll watch this and then balance the fucking game before it comes out. Just say, hey, can we take away the massive amount of healing on this one unit? Stop eating. Stop eating! Yeah, no. What the fuck? What the fuck? And we're getting gunt quakes too. I mean, the sad thing is this speaks for itself. I can tell you I like the game, you know, but this definitely, this is gonna turn people off. It's turning me off. No cards that I can play. Vinny, you didn't grind? Why the fuck does grinding have to be mandatory in a video game? And I've already done some grinding. I've killed, you know, enemies and then did the statue and came back, just not on this stream. Here we go. We're doing it. I'm gonna fucking do it. Oh, eat, yeah, eat, yeah, eat. Oh. Vinny, seriously, an RPG is meant to be grindy. You have to earn your experience. I'm like 3 hours into this game. I didn't realize I had to go and do some grinding. I didn't realize that that statement is I don't know what you're talking about. Like, that's not every RPG I've ever played. Some games are grindier than others, and some much less so. Vinny, games are meant to be boring. Oh, okay, gotcha. Thanks. Vinny, you'd hate RuneScape. I don't play MMOs. I played it. I played RuneScape probably, you know, when it first started. And I liked the social aspect of it more than I liked the grinding. I just don't like games. Yeah, I don't like grinding games. So yeah, if this is my fault, then sure, that's fine. Vinny, you play Warframe. I haven't in a long time. Actually, one of the reasons I stopped playing Warframe is because I kept getting to the part of the game where I was running out of new things to look at unless I grinded. Did them grindings. But I liked it for a while. Late night hot takes. Yeah, we're getting a lot of hot takes tonight. It's just make Vinny feel bad about himself because he's attacking the same boss for the past 20 minutes, which is clearly a design flaw of the game, but it's Vinny's fault. It's fine. I'll be the bad guy. I'll be Batman from Dark Knight. Remember? Deep movie. As soon as this fight ends, I'm just going to hit the save point. Whether or not the chapter's over, I'm just going to save and then quit. And then do the art. This could be it. No, it's not. Oh, we're healing again then. Oh, back to 200! Oh, yes. That's great. Just healing up again. Let's get them heals in. Mate, get them in. This should be it. This has to be it. Damage, damage, big damage, and a combo. Still alive. Heal up. Why don't you use some meat? You're not healthy enough. This won't even be enough. He's gonna heal. I'm gonna do this, he's gonna heal, and then it... Well, let's just kill my robot. Well, chat. I only got 70% of the treasure in this chapter. Okay. Well, that's the end of the chapter. So at least I did a chapter, but I feel someone said Vinesauce aged 6 more years during that fight. I'm not even gonna play it if you want. I like the core mechanics of the game.